live.
Monday, Monday.
Good
Da,
morning.
da,
Good morning.
da, da, da.
Good morning.
So, Monday, this is a change.
I'm
Yeah.
flying. I'm taking a red eye. I'm gonna land. I'm not gonna be in a mood. I'm not gonna be in a pleasant mood like I normally am here.
Right.
So Monday, June 1st. So, tentatively, I'll host a Tuesday morning session.
Oh, nice. Lovely.
Just to kind of,
Yeah.
we don't want to
Balance.
disappoint.
So
Disappoint
in
the
other
tree.
words, all of you can sleep in tomorrow.
Yes, it's not as entertaining.
Monday's a big day here around here at RCN World Headquarters in Sun Valley, California.
Why is that?
It's trash day, and there's these crows that are living in the tree in front of my house. There's a crow right now with a piece of pizza he got out of somebody's trash in a tree in my yard.
There you go.
It's not good. There's pepperoni.
Do you know where the pizza was from? Which parlor?
No, it wasn't from mine. It was everybody's trash is out there.
You don't know what you couldn't tell.
It's a smorgasbord for these crows. They love Monday. Anyway, trash day Monday. Crows love it.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
So if you have a crow, don't come near Jim.
I got enough crow action.
We get a lot of crows here too, and they get kind of noisy a few times a year.
We occasionally get seagulls near me, and they fly around. They're like crows. They're scavengers and all that.
We got to say this every probably 20 minutes that Rob is flying on a red eye tonight, so he moved his show to Monday so he wouldn't lose credits for his for the old folks home. I'll host a Tuesday morning one, so there will be a Tuesday morning one, but it'll be on Mazzy's music, so.
Horrible.
Fluffy,
go sit in the corner for 5 minutes.
I dig Sheryl Crow. Hey, you know what, Fluffy? I used to have a pet crow.
So what's any drama to talk about?
Yes.
Drama-rama?
Yes. The drama to talk about is the continuing drama
of
the Groove and Frummer.
Oh, that was one. You know what's interesting is on the Hoffman forums on the Beach Boy DSS thing, Steve Hoffman actually wrote a very interesting long thing. I'm not going to quote it or read it here, but on Pet Sounds, because he worked on Pet Sounds for DSS years ago, and he knows those tapes and he knows a lot of the history. He wrote something that's kind of interesting. He's not, I don't think, he didn't really come out and say it, but he's not like Kevin Gray. He's not a fan of the one-step process because people think on the surface it's two better generations, because there's not 3 steps, it's 1 step, but it's actually when you pull the lacquer and the metal work, it's not exactly that.
Right.
You still have to, do the other stuff. So, I mean, not to take away from the DSS, I'm just in general of the Pet Sounds.
What was the whole point behind DSS? The same mastering for CD and.
No, you never master the same for CD.
No, I don't. I know they put out CDs.
Well, sometimes they do SACDs, not always. It's a name, digital source. Not digital, a direct source, not digital source. That's the mistake.
He did a great job on that stuff, man. That stuff is good.
Yeah, I went through a Beach Boys rabbit hole yesterday. Played like 5 Beach Boy records. And I tell you, after all is said and done, put Pet Sounds aside for a second, because it's been, Pet Sounds is great, no matter what you say. It's like saying Sgt. Pepper's crap. It's not. It's fucking great. But we've heard it so much time and so much praise. I tell you, the thing I was digging, and I got emotional for you. You'll appreciate this, Jim, because you're a Californian. I mean, Rob's, was.
Well, I've been here over 30
the
years.
album
doesn't count, Rob.
The album Holland.
Oh yeah,
even though it's recorded in Amsterdam.
What's Sail on Sailor? What album?
Sail on Sailor, but that whole California.
Sail on Sailor is the best Beach Boys song.
Okay, I'm not arguing, but I got emotional. That's like Mike Love's Best Thing. And I got emotional because I know that whole highway going on Highway 1, Big Sur, and the whole coast. It's one of those beautiful drives in the world. Talk about the Mid-Coast, Morro Bay. I got in Steinbeck and Monterey, Peninsula.
Oh, yeah.
I got very emotional listening to that last night.
Huh.
And I have I have an original, but I have Chad Castle.
Now I know this. The original Holland came with a 45 in it, right?
It did. And what Chad did, the version I have, it's a 33, but it has a second LP. One side is 33 and it has that 7-inch single, that story. Okay. The other side, what they put on as a bonus, a 45 RPM cut of Sail On Sailor.
Nice.
So it's kind of an extra nice, in that case, just one extra, like a single. So it was excellent. I blasted that thing last night and I was verklempt, as our people say.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. And I've never gotten that emotional listening to a Beach Boys song,
I don't get emotional. I don't know. What can I tell you? I kind of was sunburned.
Traffic. We're not talking about traffic. I'm talking about the nature. Forget the traffic thing. I spent a lot of time down in Big Sur, that whole area.
I mean, I tell you, there were times when I'm not in the best mood, and I would just drive up the coast, PCH.
It's every one of the most beautiful.
If you're in a rush, you don't want to take any coastal road, whether it's Washington, Oregon.
You take the PCH.
Yeah.
You put on the 70s channel on the Sirius.
Yeah.
It's like you're in the 70s.
I don't think it had too much bass. It has more bass. It's funny. I was talking to a guy from an indie label who does amazing audiophile things over the week, and he called me. We had a nice chat about all this drama. And he works with Kevin Gray a lot. And I tell you, they went with
something, Mazzy. What's as beautiful as anything in California is Mill Valley, San Rafael, that part of Marin.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Absolutely. And up by Point Reyes.
All right. Hold on the travelogue. Hey, Leland, since you've inserted yourself in this drama, has Fremer come back and clap back in the comments from the podcast again? I haven't checked this morning.
First of all, you don't have to defend. I think Grover did a great job. I think he researched as much as they could. They made a decision, him and Bellman. I don't think they did anything wrong. And actually, I like the DS for the monos. I like the DSS best.
Well, okay, if Jim knows Grover, right?
Yeah, he worked for Warner Brothers.
Right, no, but Jim knows him they know each other.
He seems like a good guy.
Let me finish talking. So Jim knows him. I've met him. Seems to me everything Grover has done. Grover had his own label. There's a really good. Somehow he got a bunch of Blue Note reissues. I forget the exact name of his label, but I have the Grant Green one.
Slow down sounds.
And I have the Grant Green reissue he did, which is identical to a Tone Poet. Kevin Gray mastered it, tip-on jacket, all that good stuff. So it's really well done. But it seems to me mostly he's been trying to do the audiophile thing for non-audiophile, titles, like more modern stuff, all that. So I don't see why there's bashing towards him.
I mean, the thing
Grover's is a combination of really, really, really comes from the heart, and then he throws in a little bit of business on top of it.
Here's what I will say about that.
From the heart.
Any of these labels that do these audiophile, you're not going to get everyone that everyone likes. The Rhino Hi-Fis, there's some that are a lot that better than others. There's a few that maybe aren't as great. The same with maybe Vinyl has a better track record, but they're shorter time span so far. We'll see. Everyone, there's always going to be some that people aren't going to get. And, you could argue that Pet Sounds isn't a great recording to begin with, but I haven't heard the Vinyl File. That seems like the best overall deal.
I haven't gotten my Pet Sounds yet.
But I bet you Arnaldo, he was at BMG and did nothing audiophile. They probably wouldn't let him do audiophile.
Or, whatever. He That might not have been
He's
his
the one
job.
that brought vinyl back to Warner Brothers, really. He's one of the guys in Warner's with Rhino that started getting more vinyl out there when people weren't doing a lot of vinyl. So no one asked for Cher, but it's a fucking good. I haven't heard the Cher version yet, but the album itself.
Hold on. I have a question. I
haven't gotten the Cher version yet.
I
like that record.
I'm all over that Cher record.
Yeah, it's a good record.
Hold on. So I sent the thing to you, Mazzy. How come Rhino Reserve? How come they started announcing titles or they haven't even announced them? They just put them up for pre-order. When did that start?
Well, sometimes that happens. They put
three Miles Davis records. I don't know if they're his best records.
Well, it makes sense because it's 100th.
They're Warner Brothers titles, and they just announced for the.
Is Siesta one of them?
Or Harry
for the July 1st.
Is Siesta one?
I think they're like a lot of movie related.
Well, Siesta is that movie with Ellen Barkin. Is that right? I like that movie.
So these are someone posted in the Jazz Bums Discord. These are on acoustic sounds.
Wait, when you hold it up, don't go like this. Okay?
When you're on someone else's live stream, kind of slow down on criticizing them.
Hold it so we can read it.
There's the first one.
Hey everybody, I hate Rob. Rob is here Monday because he's traveling.
Here's what we're doing. So the first one is Miles Davis and Marcus Miller, Siesta.
Siesta. It is Siesta.
Oh, God. Mazzy has that. Does anyone have some adult Ritalin?
You know what it is? Mazzy's just seriously jacked up on
the next one is
it's the caffeine.
I've seen it before.
It's Miles Davis and Michelle Legrand. That's from Dingo. It's early, guys. And then the next one is Amadella, which I think is, I don't know if that's a true studio, but they're all coming out July 1st. And there are 3 titles. It seems funny. It says, I guess it was to coincide with his 100th anniversary.
Oh, absolutely.
But there's no kind of announcement.
Maybe not yet. You're right. It might just have been on the sales sheet to salespeople. I didn't get a press release on it.
Maybe the Dingo.
I got a press release on those on the 250th American anniversary press release I got, but I didn't get anything about the Miles Davis.
It's so weird being here on a Monday. I'm all screwed up now.
I know.
My whole week is screwed up.
Okay.
This makes no sense.
Rob is traveling on Red Eye tonight. That's why he's doing Monday. I'm going to host a Tuesday morning tomorrow. So you can come back on my channel tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific.
Will Rob be there?
No. Well, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yesterday was the Orange County Record Show. You never know what you're going to get when you go there. It could be all like people selling from their collection. It could be real dealers. It could be anything. But Jim, I, and Vinyl Piper went yesterday, and I scored. There's one particular dealer who he kind of holds some jazz stuff for me to look through when I get there, and I always buy a lot from this dude. But I did pretty well. I don't think Piper found anything. Jim found
He's got everything.
I never buy records. I bought a record.
You know what? Here, okay, I'm going to do an imitation of Jim. I'm dealing with the guy who has records for me. Jim goes around, "Hey, Rob, give me $10." So I'm going to show a bunch of records that I think is one of my better hauls there, and a lot of OJCs. First of all, this one dude, it's the guy who runs the show. He sells records there. He got a jazz collection, but a lot of the records weren't in the best condition. So I got these 2 Lou Donaldson records for $5 each. And I clean them, and shout out to Patrick. I start with the Patrick secret sauce in the spin clean thing.
That's weird saying that out loud.
And then, so these cleaned up beautifully. Like the saying about these old Blue Notes are kind of workhorses is true. So
a lot
this
of old records are that way.
Yeah.
so this one is a OG mono, and it sounds nice. It has the person who owned it did this writing on the label. Like,
very nice.
I know. Hey, can I ask a true question? Without getting lawyers involved back in the 70s, were records properly returned to people because they wrote their names on them? I don't think so.
No, but I have about 30 albums that I wrote my name on the back cover. There was a time in 1971 only, for some reason, I'd go to friends' house and I would write my name on the outside. And I still have a bunch of them.
Yeah, I mean, I never.
Yeah, but I don't know if anyone ever got back there. And then this
Well, I
one,
didn't get it back, but when you're bringing people over, you just know whose is who. You know,
this Gravy Train is a Liberty release. It's a later pressing, but it came out really nice.
so
all
was
right.
that free?
Huh?
Was that free?
No, Mazzy. No, you're the only one on the Gravy Train.
I got a freebie.
All right, calm down. I'm showing records. So this wasn't from this was from Saturday though, but we did the deep dive on because Sonny Rollins passed away last week on the Jazz Bums. We talked about this record. He took like 2 or 3 hiatuses from recording. This was the return from his second hiatus, 1972 on Milestone. I think this might have been his first Milestone release, and this is really nice. His next album. That's good. And then, Saturday I picked up this Japanese pressing. This was a album of a bunch of guys who played in Dizzy Gillespie's band. They went out, Billy Mitchell and Al Gray, but Lee Morgan's on this. So this is a cool album. All right. You're all excited. But I did. So the guy who runs the show, he also had this kind of blue 2i, and it was warped. He had it for $50, and I go, this is warped, and I gave him $25 for it. So it's in the flattener right now, being flattened. But it was very clean. Like the vinyl was very clean. So $25 for 1964. By the way, I'm showing only albums that stick against the wall. Got it. So I want you to understand. The albums stick, okay?
They're sticky?
No, they stick against they stick against the wall. That's all I'm saying. I found a 1994 Bobby Hutcherson components. That's good. This is an album. I'm not a Grail. I have a want list. This record is on my want list. I think they did 2, Freddie Hubbard and Woody Shaw in the 80s on Blue Note. This is the more expensive one of the 2 they did. I found a White Bee Van Gelder of Let Freedom Ring.
Nice.
Yes, and this is still in the shrink. The Mingus Tonight at Noon. That's part of that. I think they're 4 album series where they had the same artist. What's this?
That's
guy?
a different artist than the one face melting ones.
Well, they did 4: Mingus, Milt Jackson, Coltrane, and Sonny.
That's a different artist. That's you can tell, but that's a different style.
Okay, Mazzy.
Hi, Jack.
This is a good album. Booker Irvin, Setting the Pace. I think it's a live album with Jackie Byard, Dexter Gordon. Nice. I found another Booker Irvin alternative cover. I don't know if this is like a stereo cover for this one. A bunch of OJCs, tons of OJCs. Wynton Kelly, OJC. I found this is what was on my want list. This Paul, I'm going to mess up his name. Quittin Jet. And everyone's on this. Look at all those guys that are on this record. That's good.
Pickups, Craig.
Yeah, these are records I got yesterday. This Kenny Dorham. So a bunch of the OJCs I got were original OJCs. If you don't know the first run of OJCs, they were on tip-on jackets. So really nice jackets. I'm keeping this one because I've had it before, but not with the tip-on jacket. Really nice. Kenny Drew with the thing. I'm keeping this one. This is an I Quebec record that was, I think, originally released in 1985 on Blue Note, like a shelved record. Okay. And another OJC, Coleman Hawkins. This is a tip-on jacket one of Jackie McLean.
Man, you scored.
No,
I got all these yesterday.
Yeah. I have two of these. This is one of the most desirable CTIs, Freddie Hubbard Red Clay. This is not non gatefold, so it's like 1980, but Van Gelder mastered, really nice. All right, yeah. Thank you, Jack.
See, I turned my camera and my mic off when I had to do that.
I got a couple Jimmy Forrest ones. I got a UK Fat Albert Herbie Hancock, and then the last one is a OJC of the Philly Joe Jones.
That's a cool cover.
Dracula. Well, on the album, Philly Joe Jones talks in a Dracula voice. I want to suck your blood. Okay, so here's the pickup.
Basically a Bela Lugosi voice.
All right, this is the pickup of the day. So I occasionally can get some really nice Blue Notes from this dude. So this is a Liberty pressing reissue of one of Herbie Hancock's best albums. Inventions and Dimensions, and this thing sounds sweet. It's like clean, and I think this record kind of goes for around $200. I got a really good price, and you know what about this record? It sticks against the wall. This record sticks against the wall.
I don't understand what that analogy is.
Okay.
Remember when he used to have records on the wall behind him, and some of them would fall?
Oh God, yeah.
You know what? I want to say this now, making this announcement. I want to deem Harry the stream historian. Okay, so there's a guy who hates everybody and everyone hates him.
Was he driving on in LA yesterday?
No.
Did he recognize you?
But apparently there are streams that get hundreds of viewers, but they don't show records that stick against the wall. Whatever. Yes. That means they pleasure themselves with their records and then they rub it on the records.
Got it.
Those ones stick against the wall.
Are you done? Can I show a bunch of jazz CDs that were in the collection that might interest you guys? The CDs.
Will you storm off if you can't?
There was so many Chet Baker CDs. It's not even funny.
That's hysterical. Well, wait, what is that?
It's a reissue. It's a
no.
This is recorded live in Copenhagen '85.
Okay, I think there was a Chet Baker record that just came out. There's so many live recordings of it.
And then this, I don't know what this is.
It's probably a comp of some kind. No, Enja. No, that's a lie. That's an album from Enja. Okay. Yes.
And he had so many Getz, Gilberto kind of stuff.
Very nice.
Yeah. He did a lot of recordings with Philip Kaplan.
This one's still sealed.
Does anyone buy the CDs from you when you do your garage sale?
Not too many of the jazz. I'm just going to put on eBay.
That series is a pretty decent series. I have some of those. I don't have that one, but
this is the ultimate Chet Baker collection.
Wow.
If anybody's interested in CDs, let me know.
Getz and Chet.
And there's a lot more, but this is all I could just grab my hands on right now.
More Chet?
Yeah, there's probably another 15 or 20 at least downstairs.
The Last Great Concert. I think that's a really good.
So
And then this is, I'm going to put this in a new jacket or a new case, but rare and previously unreleased slices of funk from the vaults of Blue Note.
That was probably in '90s. There was a lot of that crossover. It's Blue Note artists, Grant Green, and yeah,
those songs used like to be sampled.
Probably.
Anyways,
Blue Note was
my
smart
jazz.
to get on that train to put out things after all these artists were sampling their stuff in the '90s. Hey, Leland, I saw Leland earlier. You're going to Portland? Not coming to Seattle? What are you doing in Portland?
Seattle doesn't have too many records.
Well, they're closed on Monday. You know.
He's there on business. That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
Leland's
Are you going to see Beach Boy Man?
Actually, Leland has been sent by the Ingroove to do a publicity tour of the big cities.
So should we do a recap of episode 2 of the Ingroove podcast?
So we did. The first half hour was Mike flexing against.
We didn't really get into it.
Well,
you don't need to get into it. It's just 2 mics.
Well, apparently Mike the Ingroove thought that their disagreement about lacquers had been squashed per a conversation they had. But as far as the Ingroove is concerned, it's all open. The war
Mike is really getting on Mike.
Well, here's what's funny. I feel like
hey, Dane, somebody brought it up. Okay. I didn't bring it up about too many records today. Leland brought it up earlier.
Okay, all right, Dane, stop. Harry, what episode did we talk about this? I'm joking.
When?
You've lost your title as the stream historian. Okay.
I have no idea what you're even talking about.
I just highlighted a comment.
Yeah, I let it go. It was Leland.
Oh, that was years ago.
Being
go back to alphabetizing your CDs. Here's the thing about this Fremer squabble with the Ingroove. That Fremer is big on the clapback. He makes video like what do you call it? Passive aggressive video responses. And then he, in response to this, I think Fremer has found a new series of videos that he's making where he plays records like he does. What do you call
those are pretty good.
You like those?
Song Future.
I'm gonna start a beef with somebody. I got to start a fight with. I guess I'll fight with Fremer and Michael. That might get me some views.
So just to reiterate, every 20 minutes, Rob's here today because he's going on a red eye tonight back east.
Yeah, flying.
I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow, same time on my channel. So if you're just used to the morning, I don't know what we'll do, but I'll make shit up.
Well, I think tomorrow we can all talk about Rob.
Well,
you can talk about me now.
Yeah, we talk about him now.
No, but it really
comes more fun if he's
better. Yeah, so much better.
Hey, hey, Arnie, go hang out with the Leather Boys. Go spank each other.
Hey,
no one cares about your nonsensical nonsense. Hey,
so what's the deal with the Pet Sounds? I haven't got mine yet.
Which one? The DSS?
The DSS.
Well, okay. Where did you order it from?
I ordered it from Music Direct.
That's why you didn't get it. The retailers got delayed till like June 26th. You have to, if you ordered it directly, you would have got it. It sold out everywhere for the time being, but the retailers are getting it June 26th, and they have an allotment. They stopped selling it because I think they've hit their allotment of their getting. Hopefully, they'll be able to get it. I'm curious to hear, I'm not going to go buy it, but the vinyl file, the stereo and mono, some people say that's pretty good. That's a much better deal for $60 to get a stereo and a mono version. But
I haven't got my Amoeba McCartney album either.
I haven't either.
Amoeba, they don't in Hollywood, they don't have my paper there, so you should ask for it.
But even the McCartney sites, they ship their stuff out on release day. Because I ordered the Gatefull, which is supposed to come either tomorrow or Wednesday. So I went out and bought a copy at on Friday morning.
Did you get the silver version?
No, I didn't go to the listening party. I don't really care about the version. I just got a version. It happened to be pink. It's actually a nice pink. It's the Indies. I don't care about the variants like that.
Harry,
but I wanted the gatefold.
Harry, did you get another version of it?
I only ordered the one from Amoeba just because I like the cover.
It's a terrible cover, though.
I think it's so much better than the one McCartney put out.
No, it's the best cover I saw. I haven't gotten it yet, but the gatefold, it's like white on white, and it's beautiful. It's better than the original cover, and better than Amoeba's logo is kind of wonky.
Does his voice still suck on all the different versions of the covers?
Actually, his voice sounds good for his elderly voice now. It sounds.
Do you think this will be his last album?
Huh?
Do you think voice sounds better on this album? His voice sounds better on this album than the last album.
Hey, does the Amoeba one come off and show the other cover, or no? It's just that Amoeba cover.
No, but that Amoeba logo of literally an amoeba is kind of an ugly logo. I get what it's about. It fits the name of the company or the name of the store, but
that's just been their logo.
It looks like vomit, basically. It looks like those plastic vomits.
Well, that's the perfect cover for this new McCartney album.
I think that's appropriate.
He set me up for that one.
I know. People are actually liking the album. I have some issues with a couple tracks so far, but
hey, I don't know have the album. I didn't get the reissue that came out that Zev just put out. I don't know if it's one of their more popular albums. If you like the album, I guess $60 for that is a good price. So,
Fluffy, I did buy the Amoeba car. I did order it, and I don't know why I ordered it. It was like a stupid impulse. But I've never liked the Amoeba. Like I've never bought myself even an Amoeba T-shirt because I hate that Amoeba logo. It's just for me. It's like barf on wearing a barf T-shirt.
I you know what? I think it's fine. If you like record store T-shirts,
yeah, okay.
The Amoeba one is fine. They sell lots of different colors.
I like Egypt Station. I think the new album's better than Egypt Station. I think the new album is actually. I gave it an 8 out of 10 if I had it judged so far.
So I'm all packed for my next road trip.
Where's that?
Oh, yeah. I have that.
This was the biggest waste of money.
What is it?
It's the Egypt Station McCartney
Traveler's Edition.
What came in it?
Oh, a bunch of swag.
And
how much was it?
Oh my God. How much was it, Mazzy? I don't remember.
300, 400?
I don't know. I still have the original shipping box too.
Does it sell?
Here, let me open it for you.
It's still. I think you can still get it even.
Let's see if I can get this open.
What did I agree with you, Ricks? I missed the first part. Which thing?
Just a bunch of crap in there. They're even less now.
You just dropped something, but that's okay.
Yeah, I know. And then the tray lifts out. There's a bunch
Is there a place to hide the weed? If he had a place to hide the weed, he never would have got busted in Japan.
Well, that's packaging for you, babe.
And I was stupid enough to buy the big Mind Games box too, which you can now buy from his website.
But you didn't buy the thing like Mazzy, the George Harrison trunk.
No, I drew the line at that.
Although they came down in price pretty much.
Hey, I will defend myself only because buying that Third Man $60 record and selling it for $2,600 paid for all those.
That's true.
That covered your loser.
Yeah, of course. It took a couple years.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Jack was saying something when Mazzy interrupted him.
Oh, I was just saying that big trunk they were selling it cheap for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about that trunk is that the Chinese made knockoffs and used Mazzy's video to sell it.
All over Facebook, they were like using my clip and doing it for $67. Some knockoff.
Don't steal Mazzy's content.
Trunk made it for 60.
Steal Mazzy's content.
They didn't make them. I think it was a faux thing for getting your as a scam. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if anyone tried to order
Hey,
it.
I just want to tell everyone that how good of a guy I am. This package will be labeled and mailed off today for Patrick.
Wow.
Thank you, Rob.
There was a how rare is this one? Because I've
Not
never
rare, but
how much. So it's a Dark Side of the Moon UK quad.
quad.
I've never seen quads that were not US issues.
There's
What's the
Australian,
title?
there's German, Dark Side of the Moon.
It has all the sticker
Insa-
poster
The
inside of it.
postcards and posters, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I bought 3 records yesterday. I show
all
'em.
Mac Davis.
No.
No.
Not. I bought this. This is the Hey Rob, Can I Borrow $10 record. It's a German kind of a compilation.
You don't have to have a quad receiver. There's a stereo down mix, by the way.
And then I picked up this. I hadn't really seen this before. I thought maybe it was a boot, but I don't think it is. This
A
live
boot?
Stop Making Sense, double LP, red vinyl, live. Very good. I'm listening to it now.
Wait,
And
when did that come out?
No, you don't need a quad cartridge and a quad amplifier.
84, live in Milwaukee, 1984. Excellent.
So
Really?
is that a bootleg?
No.
Hmm.
Why does
Maybe
your
it
voice
is.
crack? You're
You
getting
only
all
need the
excited.
quad
What does
cartridge.
Discog say about it?
You only
I
need a
haven't
quad
looked it up,
cartridge
to be
to
honest.
listen.
No,
to
you
Discog
can
can tell you
listen.
if it's unauthorized or not.
You can listen to quad records on a regular stereo.
Yeah,
I
they
have-
won't be in
problem.
quad though. That's all.
And then I
But
got
it will
this.
be different.
But it's a unique mix.
This was my I finally decided to buy this. It's kind of expensive when you find it. But it's great. 2 records. I like Ricky Lee Jones a lot.
When was that? When was that recorded? What
I
year?
didn't say I wanted to listen
This
to
is
it.
a
in quad.
2009 reissue. I think originally came out in 91.
Oh, okay.
I wanted the
No.
quad pressing for the stereo down mix. It's a unique
Okay,
mix.
hold on. Are you done, Jim? Because I want to discuss this.
Yeah, that's
All right.
it.
So here's the deal, Patrick. Usually your goal is to rip these records.
Yeah.
Can you rip it in quad or no?
I could if I wanted to. There's a script in Audition that will strip it out and make it into a quad, but I'd never done that because I don't listen to it in quad. So it's like,
No, okay, so here's a question for you. When you play the quad record and it just plays regular stereo,
but it's a unique mix. It's a whole different stereo
It
mix
sounds
than
different.
like what came out. It's very different.
even apart from it being quad, if you just play it on your stereo, it'll sound like
Yes.
a different mix.
Yep, it
It'll
is a
sound
different
different.
mix. It is a different mix.
Now,
So
how do people rate this mix?
Most people that hear it say that it's great. So it's my favorite. It's my favorite version of Dark Side of the Moon. So
Really, that quad? I should have
Yeah.
listened to it before I boxed it up.
yeah, you should have. But no, because you got a Thorns. I don't want a Thorns touching my freaking my Dark Side of the Moon.
No, I have a
Snooty,
Rega.
snooty booty,
I have a Rega.
snooty.
But that's interesting because how you don't really see that one, right?
I mean, like I said, there was Australian quads, there was German quads, and there was
I mean-
UK quads, and
Like if you look around and see that to find the specific version, I've never come across it.
There you go.
What are you showing?
Somewhere there, right there.
his quad. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that logo.
So probably one of the best examples of this, if you go get Aerosmith Rocks, the quad version, on Back in the Saddle, you can hear the horse claps so prominently in the stereo mix of the quad, as opposed to the normal.
And you would buy that
Hold on.
record in the first place because
What, Dark Side of the Moon or
I don't
Animal
know.
Rocks?
Aerosmith.
It's probably the greatest Aerosmith album ever made.
Hey, Jim,
Well, you're grading on a
The-
curve there.
3 records you just showed, or
Mazzy.
2 of them.
Well, wait a minute. Mazzy say a grading on a curve. This is the guy that just said that Paul McCartney could still sing and gave it an 8 out of 10. Are you fucking kidding me? Did you see him on Saturday Night Live? The
he's-
guy was croaking like a
Yeah, he
frog.
doesn't sound like that on the record. I agree with
And
you.
I give him all the props to go out there and do what he wants to do.
Yeah, he
and
wasn't
play
great on
music.
that He wasn't great on Band on the Run at all.
but he is not
Colbert.
singing.
But on his
well.
record, he sounds actually really good.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
because you got all sorts of studio trickery and fraud. Yeah.
Sure.
Patrick,
You always
this is
have that.
another one that sounds really different when you play it in stereo.
What?
And some of the quad stuff doesn't sound great in stereo. Like Black Sabbath and quad doesn't sound that great.
Zappa's
The Doors,
early
the greatest hits.
quad.
No.
Zappa was
Some of it's
early
too
quad
wide. Yeah,
So Jim, did you
Yeah.
get the box I sent you?
I did. Thank you, Jack. That was very cool, man. Thank you. Cool records. Thanks a lot.
I thought you might like those. Two of those are straight off gifts. The others are all duplicates of shit I bought too many of.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
But I
Very
really
cool.
like that weight thing you
Is
gave
it
me.
working? Good.
Yeah, I got a new turntable and it was too light, and I
Oh,
Didn't want
right.
didn't want to call the guy in, and I checked it. I tightened it up, made it a little heavier, and it
That's
works
fine.
even better.
What did you get? You got a new turntable?
Yeah, I got a Luxman PD 151.
Oh,
Mark
very
II.
nice. Brand new.
yeah. Yeah.
I had go look up. I had a 141. Oh my God, that was a badass table.
This
Direct
thing is
drive.
just
70s.
I can't say how much I like it. And then I got that Andy Kim cartridge that
Oh, that's good.
Patrick recommended. But
I should get a royalty off those things, man.
well, he knew your name.
Yeah. I'm sure he does. I just saw it. I saw him last week. So.
Yeah.
So has there,
What did you replace, Jack?
Well, that was that is now my main turntable, but I replaced my backup turntable, which was a 1985 Denon that finally.
So the 103
apart.
likes a lot of mass on the
Morning
tone arm.
drone.
So the more mass you can put on that tone arm, the better that thing will sound.
Which one?
The
Okay.
103.
So do you
Denon.
recommend a dime or a nickel on this?
Yeah.
I recommend an actual weight, that you can screw into the back
Do
of
you-
the tone arm or add to
Harry,
the tone arm.
Do you use regular or magic tape to put the quarter on top?
I use the regular. The magic is nice though, because then
I
you
like
can
the
see
Magic.
the head of Lincoln on the penny.
Right.
You can blue tack to the back of your tone arm. You
how
can do
about
whatever you
Gorilla?
want.
Gorilla Glue.
If you use Gorilla Glue, your records will stick.
I've glued a little
to the
weight.
wall.
I've glued a little weight onto a head shell before, for sure. Like a 4-gram weight onto a head shell. Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
would
But yeah, the
beauty-
Denon likes a lot of mass. Yes.
Congrats on your turntable, Jack. That sounds pretty cool. Lux.
Well,
Have we
yeah.
Have we gotten any reports from the trenches from Austin yet?
Yes.
I mean that
Yes.
was the
I
most
got
that
some
was the
bad
horribly
fucking
covered.
news. I
No,
was
no,
I was dissed personally. 2 record store friends of mine are in Austin right now, and both of them told me no way are they going to Buc-ee's. I need anyone in Texas. Kaplan needs beaver nuggets ASAP.
I mean, seriously, what was the feedback from Austin? Does
Chad
anyone know?
Chad was there. Chad was there.
He was?
Yeah.
Was he
A
going
lot
around?
of the big record
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
were
I
there.
heard he was screaming at the top of his lungs. I need YouTubers.
Dan,
YouTube.
does Dan just not listen? I didn't say. I said adding weight to the cartridge, dude. Not fucking tracking at 4 grams.
4
Jesus
grams.
Christ.
Yeah.
Are you just like fucking dense or something?
There's some of those old ortophones. Some of those old ortophones track.
You know, you're acting more and more like Rob every day,
Oh,
Patrick.
hold on. First of all, Danby's
You can't put. Do you have a quad
trouble.
receiver, dude? You can't listen to that. Oh, 4 grams. What tracks at 4
Well,
grams?
hold
Jesus,
on.
come on,
Pat-
dude.
Patrick, hold on. It is in the form of a question.
Yeah.
And Dan B, usually you're obnoxious. This time I believe you were not.
No wonder he's from Michigan. Of course, he's a
Patrick's
fucking pain in the ass. Yeah.
Whoa.
Patrick is
Regional
riled up.
snobbery.
Even there's news for Patrick, and he should be in a good mood.
See, Patrick dumps on me a lot, but I don't take
hold
it
on.
personally. And
No, don't.
the way I talk about the things that Patrick dumps on me, I
This is
deserve.
what I need.
So I get it.
So Jim,
When did you get Buc-ee's nuts anyway?
Beaver nuggets. They're my fave.
When did you get those before?
I have a neighbor who goes to Texas all the time, and
Okay.
she brings back.
Well, she goes all the time. Have her get it. But Jim has actively put in motion to have PB Thal's name added to the masthead of Record Collector News.
That's true, and I'm going to take what's his name off because we haven't seen him in so long.
Mazzy? You're gonna take Mazzy off, or
That's
Fred
fine.
Putterman?
But I'm not sure exactly how to, how to honor PB Thal. Is it PB
Right
Thal?
there. PB Thal,
think-
lowercase, all lowercase. Got to be all lowercase.
I was thinking maybe just to sort of, because you are a man of many. I was thinking just Pat.
No,
How about Pat McCrack?
Sorry,
no.
Pat McCrack. Yeah, no, PB Thal it is.
How about the vinyl raper? I mean, ripper.
Lowercase. So yeah, lowercase, please.
Yeah, all lowercase, absolutely.
Yes.
I think we're only going to have one name in the contributors next issue, and that's
I'm
going
going
to
to show this because Dan is from Detroit.
What version
Very
is
nice.
that? Oh, is that a CD? What is that?
Iggy.
You know what that looks like? It looks like that Elvis box set
45.
with
That's,
Iggy's
that's,
instead of Elvis on it.
Third Man.
Did that just come out?
No, this has been out for a while. It's got a bunch of 7-inch.
Are they typical bad Third Man pressings?
I don't know. And then it came with a cool embroidered patch.
Ooh, look at that. It looks like,
Like
you
a
have
Jackson, that
it looks
Jacksonville
like that's your
Jaguars
head.
thing?
I like that.
What does that mean towards Iggy Pop?
I don't know, but that's the little card that came. So this was vault number 62. And there were 2 of these in his collection.
Does that go for
I don't know.
anything now?
Huh?
Does that go for anything now?
I don't know. I haven't looked yet. I mean, I'm still
it's
pulling stuff out to see if I should eBay it or just put it in my garage sale. I did another garage sale yesterday. Kimbo came down again. He's
Were
been
you
one of
selling
my best
anything?
customers.
Were you selling any Dua Lipa? Is that why he was there?
Any what?
Dua
Dua
Lipa?
Lipa.
Oh, yeah.
Or Olivia Rodrigo?
So hey,
But
guys,
I am now okay. We broke the numbers down. The total cost that I spent to get this stuff, including my transportation, was almost $18,000.
Ouch.
Wow.
I am now within $500 of breaking even.
And
So
how
it's
much?
been
How much of the collection did you sell to get there?
probably 70%.
okay.
So
Okay,
it's been a lot. It's been a lot of work.
yeah, but
It is a lot of
70%. But how in the 30% remaining? It's not 70% of the most desirable stuff that was in the collection.
Well, yeah, I kept a lot of the good stuff back,
Uh-huh.
Oh, and then I got today. There's a guy coming to look. He's opening a new record store in Tacoma. He used to work at High Voltage, and he left, and he's opening his own store. So he's coming by today to look at stuff.
There's a
for
lot of
this new
stores in Tacoma, aren't there?
Huh?
There's a lot of stores in Tacoma.
There's
3 or 4?
3, 4, maybe.
How much did you send to the Philippines?
What's that?
How much did you send to the Philippines?
None yet. None. He's
guy still
not
coming
back
around?
from the Philippines yet, so he'll be another guy that'll come and look.
But you didn't. I don't know. Did you? You didn't buy these to really make a big profit to help your friend, right?
No. It's
Well,
she said, Greg said if anything ever happened to him, to call you to take care of the record. So
Right.
I just went and I gave her a fair price and figured I could still make a little
Well,
bit and
that's-
keep what I wanted.
That's the same thing. When Coleman's sister reached out to me, I didn't consider it. And then Dave and I bought it. And after all is said and done, we ended up Dave and I, and we had all those auctions. We each made about $3,000, and it took 6 months, right? But we each got about 700 records apiece also.
Yeah, I've
so
probably got
Harry, how many did you keep for yourself?
right now. I've probably got about 50 or 60 that and when I'm all done, I'll do a flip video to show what I kept for myself.
Nice. But that's good. Very quickly making back
Nice, sir.
money.
It was a lot of work to do it, but
How
and
many
there's
days
no really
driving?
good metal left. The metal, Uwe scored a lot of the metal, and
Okay, well, Harry, what one item sold for the most?
Probably I think the Nils Lofgren acoustic or analog production box set. I think it went for like 175.
Oh, that's not. I would think there'd be one item that went for a lot more. But
Jim, you
And there was
might
two
want to
of
be nice
those
to me
Nils. I'm
because
going to keep one of those.
because I'm going to Texas. I just remember I'm going to Texas next week, so you ought to be nice
shit.
to me. So
I will
think
PB
about
thaw you.
that.
You'll be PB thawed in the next issue. I will be nice.
hey, hold on, Patrick. If you do go for Jim, can you loan him $10?
Yeah. The guys in Austin right now, they said it was too far to drive to Bucky.
I know.
But instead, they were going to give me a Zappa acetate to make up for it. So.
I knew this because Eddie, when we were there, Eddie Perez says, "Oh, Bucky's is about a 45-minute drive."
I think it's always
the question is, when you loan Jim money, does he pay you back?
And the question is, why would you want an acetate when those have been proven to be like controversial as hell? So don't get acetates.
Harry, if you want to lend money to Jim, he offers to pay it back in back rubs, which is very weird.
I think the thing about acetates, I mean, that no one said, it's more for the collector person. I mean, yeah, they can sound good in the beginning, but you want it for the collector, really, not as a playing copy, right?
Exactly. These records are for buying and selling, not playing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you my opinion, but it is based on never having
a lacquer ever in your life.
Having a lacquer, I actually think I had an acetate once. But it's just based on, it's not a common practice to release these. It's kind of a gimmick.
It's a collector's item. It's a
gimmick.
Somebody sent me the actual acetate of the rarest MoFi, by the way, which is Journey Escape, which was never released. Officially released, they only had like a few copies that made it out. Someone sent me the acetate for it, and that sounded horrible. It was not a good sounding thing. It wasn't the acetate. It was noisy. You could tell. Yeah, it's not. It did not sound good.
You know, there could be good sounding ones, definitely.
It's a gimmick, but let me.
It's not a gimmick in its own. It's a gimmick as a sale item.
Have test pressing too. Test pressing.
Mazzy,
test pressings are a different thing.
How many lacquers do you own, and have you bought one from these?
No, I haven't. It's a gimmick. But Rob, if there was a Sgt. Pepper lacquer, it would be worth a shitload of money as a collector's item.
There's always to what if something and crowbar it into making sense.
No, that's not a what if.
Yeah, it is a what if.
A lacquer of a desirable classic record would be worth something.
No, I understand. Do you think the Beatles would ever allow any of their records to be?
No, but that's not the point. Pressing plants.
This record came with white gloves.
Which one?
Pressing plants will sneak them out. You know, you find these things from pressing plants.
Of what? What's the record? So gets.
Okay, so look
at
this
the Impex. That's the Impex thing. That's supposed to be good. That's Impex.
Yeah, but that is a one step. That is not a lacquer.
Right.
That's the Impex? That's not what I have.
I think it's the Impex, right? Isn't that the Impex?
No, it's not. You know what? That is the lacquer.
It is.
It is. That's Harry has one. Harry, have you listened to it?
No, I even asked Mike at the In Groove if he was interested in this. He says, I don't do lacquers.
How is that? They've sold. I'm guessing
that's Super Sense.
Hold on. Yeah. I'm guessing they've sold out of that. So maybe there is some desire for it.
Could be. And again, there was two of these.
Why don't you sell it to Michael?
It's probably one for, I don't know. I don't know if they play both sides or.
Yeah, that's Super Sense.
Yeah, based on what Harry just showed, gimmick to me. This is
it's a collector's item. Yeah.
But Mazzy, am I ever going to argue your opinion out of you?
I'm just saying that's what it's literally a collector's item.
It's meant for slabbing.
You know what? I honestly, I don't think people are buying it for a collector's item.
What are they buying it for then?
Buying
anywhere,
us to go on live streams and show it. So that's what they're doing
Mazzy?
it for.
anywhere on that Super Sense website does it say we sell collector's items?
No, of course we're not going to say that.
Okay, so again, it's a gimmick.
Yeah.
You can
It is a-
categorize it, but if their intention is to sell a product for people to listen to, it's a
This
gimmick.
is for people that have more money than they know what to do with.
Well,
Bingo.
that's like a picture disc. That's a collector's item. It's a gimmick. It's a
So your
gimmick
friend had
collector's
twice
item.
as much money than he knew what to do with?
Yeah.
I think he did because he bought fucking everything, and he bought
Yeah,
multiple
novelty.
copies,
You're
and
right.
he didn't open them.
The Egyptian,
Wow.
the Egypt suitcase, the George Harrison box, they're collector's items. They're gimmicks. They're
They're
gimmicks.
not.
Novelty. Yeah.
Cash grab.
Okay, here's a question. I'm not making a poll for everyone. In your collection, how many novelty items do you have? And
Well, I have
did
a
you
bunch. I have a,
purposely?
being a Beatle collector, you have a bunch.
Well, you're
Boy,
aware.
3-inch records,
Zero.
you know,
I have
Mine
zero.
right-
zoetropes.
I have that Ray
Can I-
Charles that looks like a Crosby.
Can I ask you? Here's my deal. This is an OG mono Blue Note. It's enough of a. It's not easy to find these, even if this one doesn't really go for so much. But I consider this a collector's item, and I can listen to it. That's what I consider a
Well,
collector's.
yeah, I understand that. That's fair.
Because I actually have a 90s reissue of this, so I could listen to that. So
I mean,
I'm not spending $500 on something that is not a proven, listenable, enjoying item.
yeah. Rob, artist merch, aside from records and maybe T-shirts, are collector's items. You know,
Yeah.
like lunch boxes.
What about a sealed record?
You say
know?
that now, Chris.
What about sealed records? This is sealed.
Yeah.
This is completely sealed.
Well,
And there's a reason why
it
that's
was
sealed.
nice having you Jim, on the stream this morning. But okay, I'm saying this to you, and I'm sorry to disparage you people. Anyone who owns a picture disc, you're as dumb as the people who buy the lacquer.
I have
Hey,
some.
hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Okay, Harry, when was the last time you listened to a picture disc?
you don't listen
You
to
know,
them.
well, I
They
will
don't all
say
suck.
that some people say that the picture disc of Meatloaf "Bat Out of Hell" is actually the best sounding version there is.
Uh-huh.
There is that.
What year is that from?
70s.
76,
That's an
78.
album
was-
I cannot listen to anymore. I can't stand listening to that.
To what?
And yet
Bat
you
Out
have
of
a
Hell.
Bat Out of
and yet,
Hell.
and yet you have an acetate of Get Go.
Harry,
Go Go.
are you coming down for Vinyl Con in August?
You know, it's a possibility.
We're gonna go to Jim's and tape Harry to a chair and play Bat Out of Hell.
Oh God.
Good luck.
You know, I can't listen to the first Boston album anymore either. I just played it too much.
That's just wrong.
Here, this is a picture disc that plays really well. Anyone know this record?
Oh
Is
God.
it Frank Zappa?
No, Chet Faker. You ever heard of Chet Faker?
No, but I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
Faker.
afraid you're going to tell us.
Excellent shit. Stream it.
Hey, Chet, if you're watching, someone bought your picture disc.
Why do you leave your price tags on your records?
I like to know this price tag is dated. So I
Jim
bought it.
wants to know
I will
how-
leave it if it's a vintage price tag, an old record. I'll leave it, but if it's a new record, I don't.
I
Jim
like
likes
to know
to
what
know
I
how
bought. I
dumb you are.
forget. So I bought this in 23. You know, but I have records. You know, I have a bag from Village Music. I have one of their bags.
Mill Valley, from Mill Valley.
Yeah. You want to see it?
That was a great store.
It was.
I was only there once. The
Yeah.
guy was a bit of a curmudgeon, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
he was really.
But he knew so much more. You know who he's married to? John Cipollina's sister.
Well, yeah, because we got into an argument about that. Long
Yeah.
story.
He knows his
just a
shit,
flat
but he is
paper bag.
he is a moody
You
bastard.
have a framed T-shirt?
A what?
That's a bag.
Is that a framed T-shirt?
Is this freak out?
No,
Um,
no, that thing. The thing.
No,
what was
it's
in
a
the frame? It
bag.
looked like a
Patrick,
T-shirt.
it's a bag
not.
from
Paper
the
bag.
store.
It's just a paper bag, a flat paper bag. When I lived in Mill Valley when I was 17, that guy was so fucking mean to me, man.
Yeah, he was Yeah.
Hold on, show
It was
that again. Which one? Which store is that? Is that the Village?
Village
Village
Music.
Music.
It's no
I've been
longer
there. I've been
exists.
there. Yeah, I had been
Yeah,
there. Right before it
everyone's
closed.
fucking been
He used
there.
to
I've
put
been
the
there.
shows. He had these great shows at the Sweetwater with Taj Mahal and Ry Cooder and the members of the Dead and the Airplane. I mean, all this great root stuff.
But I have a few jazz records I bought from him back then, and
I bought a Rush record from him. That's the last record I bought from him was a Rush record.
Sunday, Sunny Mill Valley Groove Day.
Doug's
I'm
on.
responding to End Tone. Sunday, Sunny Valley. Sunday, Sunny Valley. No, Sunday, Sun Mill Valley Groove Day or some shit.
Jim,
like that.
what years
Tamalpais
were you,
High.
Who owns a
Around
cuckoo
noon.
clock?
Jim? What
Tamalpais.
years were you living in Mill Valley?
I was there during the
He doesn't remember.
the famous
He
murder.
he equates mass murders with.
I was
there in-
what
I
year he
lived up
lived there,
on
actually.
Mount Tam in '78.
No, I was there in like 73, 4.
It was Power Windows.
But there's that David Crosby song, Tamalpais High at 3 p.m. That's hanging out in front of a fucking high school. That's
Well,
being a
but
dirty
that
old
is all.
man.
That's when all the students would get out of school.
Yeah, all the little girls are getting
And-
out of high school. And he's
Actually,
standing across
it's
the
about
street.
getting out of Tam High, getting out of school, and getting high. We're literally smoking pot after school outside that high
It's
school.
about a
420.
dirty old man trying to
Yeah,
get in
there's
on
that
that.
too.
act.
But he was
You talking about
probably-
Aqualung? Aqualung's about a
He
dirty.
was
old
probably
boy.
what? He's probably 30, 28 when he wrote that. Yeah, it's still.
Yeah, they have restraining orders against people for that shit.
Did you speak from
Someplace.
experience?
Yes, experience.
Do you remember there used to be a massage parlor on the street behind Tampai called Squeezer's Palace? Seriously.
So when
Were
Uwe would buy,
you a regular, Mazzy?
No, but my neighbor, we lived on Mount Tam. The
Of
woman that
course,
lived in
yeah,
the
yeah.
house next to us owned it.
Of course, your
I
neighbor.
rented a
True,
room
it's true.
on Mount Tam. I forget the name of the street, but it was in the Redwoods on stilts. This house was on stilts in the Redwoods.
Mount Tam is a tough bike ride, man. That's a very
Yeah,
difficult.
and
bike
you
ride.
couldn't see the house next to you or the other side.
Yeah.
And I lived there for about a year, and during that time, maybe 10 times, people knocked on my door looking for Carlos Santana.
Yeah.
I
Mill
think
Now they
Valley
can
is
look for now
gorgeous.
they can look for Lars Ulrich because he lives there from Metallica.
Mill Valley is gorgeous. It really is. I like it.
Mount Tam is what I look at when I'm doing the
Yeah,
dishes.
it's so beautiful up there.
There was a woman who lived on the sunny side. Her name was Wiley O'Hara.
But
and
Jack's neighborhood looks nothing like other neighborhood you go to Mill Valley. It doesn't look like Jack's neighborhood's like a whole different vibe.
Oh, they're
I live,
totally.
I live in a working class neighborhood,
San Pablo.
No, that's not what I was trying to say. I mean, it's
but yeah, but
it's kind of like Jim's neighborhood doesn't look like LA to me. You know, Jim's neighborhood is like a whole nother thing.
I live
you know?
behind the place, the pit where they keep the obsolete germ bombs, and they have the pools of old.
I thought you
poison
lived
gas.
right behind the Hollywood sign in a little hut.
I live behind the Jack in the Box on Glen Oaks.
You are the Jack in the Box.
Jim lives in a food desert.
Yeah.
I do live in a food.
So
You-
when
but
Uwe
Jim's so
would buy
small he can live anywhere.
when Uwe would buy records from me, he'd pay with Venmo.
one.
And when you can put in Venmo what it's for, he would always put in there for erotic massage services.
That's gonna look good when the IRS audits your ass. So, yeah.
When you pay Jim with Venmo,
Are you gonna sell those at VinylCon when we have our table?
Hell no.
Harry, he's German, and you have that everywhere. Like in the airports, you have sex shops and stuff.
My brother always writes in the memo. He always writes sheep dip.
Well, he did that with a coworker, he told me, as a joke. And the coworker's wife does all the finances. And when it came up, she saw that and she's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Nice. Nice.
It's just a joke, I promise. Yeah, sure it is. Yeah.
I had a dentist once who I used to play music with on Friday nights, and then Monday morning I'm in his chair, and jokingly he said, "I'm still fucked up from Friday night," while he's working on me.
Is that the same guy that like you jammed with like Tommy Newsom from the Tonight Show Orchestra?
No.
That's
So to
it?
get
Okay,
back
then.
at this guy,
Was that Dr. Robert?
when I went up to the ladies to make my next appointment, I said, "Why is my belt on wrong?" And And he got really mad at me. He said, "Don't joke like that in front of the ladies. Don't ever do that shit again."
But in front of the men, it's okay, right?
Anyway, I thought it was funny.
Was your belt on backwards?
No.
Okay. Would you have noticed?
Patrick,
That would have
a
been a whole
man
nother
can
story.
dream.
So guess what's happening at Record Collector News World headquarters tomorrow?
You're going to put in more speakers so you have less room?
After a 3.5-year wait,
Oh,
the deckware,
the deckware is
300 preamp is arriving by 9 o'clock tomorrow night. It
Watch
will
one
be here.
channel be fucking silent. That would just be horrible.
Oh shit! Why would you even put that? Why would you even put that out into the atmosphere?
Because I just got a cartridge where one channel was silent. And I was like,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
So this preamp that I'm using is reverse polarity. Have you ever heard of that?
So
I've
does
heard
that
of
reverse
hooking up your
your
speakers reverse
image?
polarity. I've done that before, but yeah.
This preamp, you must reverse the polarity on your speakers. That's how it was designed.
So there's
Well,
homework.
That's bullshit.
It's not. It sounds so fucking good. I don't know.
How do you know? You don't you haven't even had it in your house.
I'm playing it for a week.
Hey,
Oh,
And
you've
then-
already had it? Okay.
can someone do me a
Oh,
favor?
no, this is a different thing. Sorry.
Anyone
Okay.
who has a piece of audio equipment laying around the house,
Don't send it to me.
can you take off like what brand it is and put a fake brand on there? Send it to Jim. Anything new and different? The dude goes, he rearranges
Is there-
his setup.
Rob, I have to ask you something, Rob. Is there a version of Dan B that is actually funny? I mean, or is it just really bad jokes?
Oh no,
that, you
Dan
know,
is funny.
Hey,
Yeah.
Patrick, stay in your lane. Well, you, this is Rob's job, okay?
Yes.
Well, I mean, he's
hold on.
Rob's
falling
job
down
is
on the
shut up.
job.
Okay,
So yeah.
I actually have a good response to you, Patrick. Here's where Dan B excels. On streams where all the numbnutses come in with their troll accounts and make stupid ass comments, Dan B's comments elevate to a higher level.
I could see that, but I mean, the bar has not been set that low today. So he's the elephant in the room for me, where I'm like going, oh,
You
okay.
know what? I believe you need enemies, and I'm okay with Dan B being one of them.
Okay, well, as long as you're comfortable with it, that's okay.
Hey, but I'm being. Can someone send an Emerson VHS player to Jim and watch him just fall in love?
Betamax.
Seriously, I make 2 phone calls and you cease. Period. You just cease.
Less you would be definitely more, Dan B. I'm totally down with that. Less of you would be more. Thank you for.
Here we go.
I mean, Dan B has to have a sense of humor. His avatar is a Detroit Red Wings logo.
It's gonna be awkward at VinylCon when Dan B and Patrick meet up.
You know, unlike some people on this panel, I can avoid people that I don't care for. So, unlike some people on this panel, I could definitely not. I don't have to.
See,
you know.
I do the Nixon and China moment. Sometimes you have to meet your and you know.
And
Bill-
you weren't the
Bill
only
Bridges.
one. And
Bill-
you weren't the only one.
Bill Bridges.
Mr. Arc Record Collector News was also somebody who.
Yeah.
Look at that
You know
goddamn speaker back there with the fucking stovepipe sticking up.
Did anybody watch the video that Todd put out about their move to Detroit or to
Yeah.
Denver?
Yeah.
His most recent one. It was kind of comedy of errors. I felt sorry for him.
Yeah. It was pretty. I talked to Amanda and Todd, and it's pretty stressful for both of them, but you know.
That's
mean,
what
it's just
moving
move.
is. Moving is stressful.
That is
Getting
one of the
getting
most-
up and
Yeah,
moving.
but I mean, when
to-
you've got to give away stuff because you don't have enough room, and you're giving homeless people your guitar, and you're getting rid of stuff.
Well, there's
because-
more to the story. It's like an old funky. Yeah. No, they got 2 pods, filled it up, and they didn't have enough room. And then they got a trailer, and there's still not enough room.
So then they filled the car up.
They had 2 cars because Amanda and Todd both obviously fall in 1 cat in each car. They have 2 cats, but they're there now. It's stressful. You know,
Yeah.
I want to say
That will test your relationship. Moving.
Yeah,
will test
yeah.
your relationship.
Last time I moved, it was 1981, and I moved across town.
Yeah.
It was easy.
Listen, guys, if it took $200 to get out of town, I don't have enough money to get out of sight right now.
Yeah, that's one of Jim's We've talked about stories Jim tells again and again and again. We never
Come on.
talked about the sayings that Jim
Oh, I
said.
just got a text from Jim. He wants to know if I can loan him $200.
I gotta get out of town, folks.
You know what? I remember the moving truck almost. It wasn't the big moving truck, but my records were in that. You know, because Michelle and I moved to two different places up here, but two different places, and we got it mostly right. I had to get a few things from her and her from me, and luckily she had a lot of stuff from her photo studio, so we didn't duplicate a lot.
That's good.
But the records, they were surprised. I remember them telling me they were surprised of the weight of the records. I don't know why they don't know this from other people, but it was very heavy. You know,
when I had my record store, I moved locations twice, and that's a lot of fucking records to move.
Yeah.
How about that guy Boo Boo? I'm not. Was it
Boo Boo
up in Seattle? Not Boo Boo.
Boo Boo.
Not what was
Picnic
the guy in
basket?
Seattle? What was the guy everyone hated? Shit. Bo Peep or something.
Are you having a senior moment right now, Jim?
Every moment Jim's on this earth is a secret.
I think if I ever have to move again, I'm going to sell all my records before. I'm not going to do it again at this point in my life.
You have one big option.
Mazzy. Bop Street Records. Bop Street.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob Street up in Ballard?
Yeah.
Yes.
That place was a shithole.
Do you remember when they moved?
Well, what happened?
Well, they sold all the records.
They
to the guy in Brazil,
they sold their stuff to the internet archive out of San Francisco.
They gave a shitload to,
the
St.
Internet
Paul or something
Archive,
like that.
a benefactor paid from the internet.
They gave some to but they gave a shitload to one of the big, not one of the big charities up there, and then they took a giant tax write-off.
Of course they should.
And
well, wouldn't you?
Those records will never be sold.
That's not totally
the
true.
The problem with that store is nothing was organized and nothing was priced.
Well,
right.
That's not true.
Hate that.
But they would.
Then the news when he moved,
everything was priced 3 to 4 times higher than it should be.
Yeah.
If he would,
I never saw anything with a price tag.
Oh,
they don't. You take it up there, and he'd say, "Oh, well, I'll have to figure this out."
I think they had a lot of stuff priced actually.
When he moved to the fancy store, when he cleaned it up.
That's like Bill's Music in Dallas. You'd walk in there and he'd look at the record and tell you how much it was worth. It's
that's the record collector on Melrose.
Well,
too.
like you go on the
you made me go there and buy a record.
Up on the right and left, there were beautiful cabinets. They went up to the ceiling with these ladders, and
they
would have like this many copies of the red and blue Beatle record,
right?
And each one would be like $40. Then,
and he had a table with light. You could look at it. His dollar bin was $10, literally.
Yeah. And he would have like 1 or 2 employees at the most, and they'd walk around with this laminated article from the Wall Street Journal, and he would show it to every customer, walk up to them in their face and say, we're one of the top 10 record stores in the country. It's right here on this article. And I think it was U2 or Radiohead hung out here one day, the whole day.
That guy, I don't know. Whenever I talk to that guy or saw, he always had the sniffles. And he talked a lot. Hey man, I got a lot of shit going on. There's a bunch of us.
Jim doesn't do many impressions, but I feel like that guy's right here.
In other words, it seemed like he
was he a big coke addict?
I think he was involved in Peruvian record selling powder.
Well, weren't you a big coke addict?
Big time.
Is that the way you used to act?
Oh yeah, I used to run around.
You can get I had a friend. You got really paranoid. Coke.
I didn't get paranoid. I ran.
Does it take less coke to get you off because you're smaller?
No, I would make sure that I did as much as.
Yeah, his name is Dave. It was Dave.
I've never even seen.
I would run around looking for a piece of paper that was stuck to the bottom of my shoe all day.
Jim, did you ever used to have the powdered donut look?
Yeah.
The Chevy Chase. I like it. Yeah.
What happened to me was, I kept it in my office and in my middle drawer, and there'd be a pile there. And my boss would come in all the time, and he'd go, "I need to use your office," and I'd go, "Give me a minute." And he'd go, "No, I need it now," because I had the only private office in the building. And then he'd come out 10 minutes later, wired. And then someone else, I need to use your office, Jim. But I was I had a little cottage industry.
Well, Jim didn't do it to get high. He just liked the way it smelled.
Record Collector News presents a cocaine minute with
everybody
Jim.
got their everybody got their dope from me in class.
I go back to Annie Hall and the scene where Woody Allen sneezes.
Meth is more economical than
hilarious,
coke, by the way.
I feel like Jim has had that experience.
Well, that was funnier at that time because that was 70s, 76.
It's funny now.
I know, but
I did that yesterday with a plate full of weed.
My favorite scene in A Hard Day's Night is a really quick one, but John is holding a bottle of Coke and he goes really quick to his nose.
Yeah,
you got to be quicker, you'll miss it.
How about the Mick Jagger walking around backstage with a plate full of cocaine, and what's his name? The talk show guy comes in with a camera crew, and he goes,
Snyder.
"Oh, would you like some vitamin C? Vitamin C? Anybody? Vitamin C?"
Drugs were fun.
I haven't seen that. The only thing I've
was
seen
a time
is
in the
the
70s
little
when
rock
cocaine-
hanging out of Neil's nose at the last.
well, they had to do frame by frame, hand touch out the cocaine rock.
I stopped in 1986. I couldn't do it anymore. It was done. I ran out of e-tickets. Remember e-tickets at Disneyland?
Oh yeah, it could be e-ticket. Yeah, e-ticket. Right.
Yeah, I didn't have any more e-tickets. I was done.
So maybe somebody can lend you some e-tickets instead of money, Dave, so you can get out of town and go to Disneyland.
But everybody, everyone came to me. And then when I stopped dealing coke at the LA Weekly, like 2 months later, the publisher came up to me and said, "Can you start selling coke again? Because they're doing heroin now." And I said, "No."
No, you can.
I'm telling you, man, meth is more economically.
You're not full, Rob.
It's fiscally more.
Can you let? You can let.
You know what? For an old dude, Mazzy's all over the place.
Hey, poetry wants up. I got to get to work.
I got it. There's plenty of room. I'm on top of it.
I want to talk to poetry about these speakers.
So, what's the advantage of having this reverse polarity, and why do they do it?
I have no idea. None. Zero.
Jim just follows whatever.
No, I bought a stash. Some guy passed away, and I bought everything. And he had
We've heard the story. So
how long does it take you to flip gear, though? It's much easier to flip records.
He doesn't flip it; it just ends up in his fucking outhouse.
No gear. It depends on if I drop the price on this stuff, I'd sell it tomorrow.
The dude that Jim got this equipment from, like Harry's friend who bought everything, but it was actually stuff of value and you could sell it. The stuff that Jim picked up was like 8 level valued audio equipment. It's like every wrong gimmick that came out in the audio industry. Oh. Hey, how about Boner subwoofers and stuff like that?
Boner subwoofers?
When Rob doesn't understand something, he just starts making shit up.
No. Okay. What's the average weight of a speaker? It's like they go, well, we'll make these speakers.
That's the dumbest question.
We'll make 150-pound speakers.
Yeah. The average weight of a speaker that I would listen to is about 100 pounds.
Are you
so basically your own weight? Your own weight.
Yeah.
Can you fit inside of most of your speakers?
Very funny, Patrick. Seriously. You know what? You're gonna guess what your name's gonna be on
size
the, you're gonna be on the masthead, but not as PB Thal.
Okay. I mean, Jim is no Wilson speaker.
No Bucky's nuts for you.
Hey, Patrick, you know what's inside this box? Besides your record?
The problem with this shit that I'm selling is I don't really want to sell it. It sounds so good, but I have to.
But you say it sounds good and it doesn't. Every time we show up, it doesn't sound good.
You know, I actually sent out, you're sending that record to Patrick, is that right?
Yes.
I bought it.
I just gifted. I sent the guy, the guy who's part of this controversy, even though he didn't do anything wrong, Beach Boy Man, the guy that did the Beach Boy thing. I sent him the Beach Boy Pet Sounds test pressing. I gifted to him because I figured he's like a Beach Boy guy, like I'm a Beatle guy, so he deserves it more than I deserve. Since I got the one step, I don't need the test pressing anymore. So I don't know if he's going to do anything with it. I mean, showcase it or not, I don't really care. But I thought sometimes certain people deserve to have records more than others, and that's one for him.
Hey, if everyone's keeping
my cat's
score,
yelling. Hold on.
if people are keeping score out there, can you check one off for Mazzy as a nice guy?
Here he is.
Michael, I'm glad you're here because you're the only guy that might know these records. And if you're interested in them, get in touch with me, okay?
Okay. I can't see what that is. Oh, I know Nils Fromm. I don't know that record, but I do have a Nils Fromm record.
And these are all sealed.
Nils Fromm records. Nils Fromm's good.
Yeah,
he's got his own label.
This one's open.
So
well,
actually,
what is Neil's? Is it like modern?
This is all neoclassical.
He's like ambient neoclassical.
Yeah, it's very like electronic, kind of glitchy, classical. Yeah, I know them. I know Max Richter.
I have the record.
There's a bunch of this kind of stuff, and a lot of it is autographed. So if you're interested in any of it, let me know.
You could sell that on a whatnot pretty good.
You want me to give it to you for a whatnot, and we can do a commission thing?
Sure. I have a standard thing we can talk offline.
Yeah, Mazzy has a deal for his services. You have to pay.
No, I pack and ship, and I'll use my channel. I don't do a lot of stuff, but I've done it for Joey and Kimbo. We've done it together. Oh, I'm doing a whatnot 4:00 this Wednesday solo, more or less.
So if you want to see hilarity, as he mentioned.
What's up, Michael?
Mazzy, how long when you finally sell your entire record collection? How long is the auction going to be?
It depends if someone makes me an overall offer. I mean, because it's
really
a lot of work, as you know. It's a lot of work.
It depends because he'll be selling his.
What I'd like to do is have people I know or know of people come in, like go through the library and just do it that way. I mean, obviously, but it's not going to be like soon. But there's big chunks. I think there's about a couple of thousand records I'm going to sell this year, maybe. Just because I'm starting to get rid of all my doubles, triples, and stuff. I don't need those anymore.
Yeah,
I
did a
How many of the new McCartney did you buy?
3.
Okay.
We'll wait till November, okay?
I did a one U-Haul size box purge last month.
Michael was talking. What were you saying, Michael?
I was just saying a couple weeks ago I did a one U-Haul size box purge, and I got rid of some doubles, some albums I really didn't care about. I finally got rid of that god awful 2013 Roger Waters album, thank God. And
any Roger Waters album.
Yeah, no, I kept what's the one from the 90s?
The Hitchhike? Oh, that's the other guy.
No, the one that Analog Productions did. Is it Amusing Ourselves to Death? Is that the one?
I don't know.
The one that AP did. That sounds really good. I kept that one, but
no.
And I got rid of my MoFi one step Bill Evans Sunday at the Village Vanguard because I'm like the
OJC.
The OJC is great, and it's not like it's not my favorite album. I love that album, but it's not like one that I need to have multiple copies.
Well, that's like OJC. 6 months ago. I sold the 45 AP box of Bill Evans because I don't need those 45s. I sold my Doors 45s.
How much you get for it?
I don't know. I sold a box of records. Oh, I mean, he was asking about the box set.
Yeah,
I probably got $750.
That's good.
But I didn't pay for it. I traded. Coffee Dave had it. This was a second pressing, so I traded stuff to him. So I never put money out. So, but most of them are on OJC's craft now.
Mm-hmm.
Can someone highlight Herc's comment so I can answer it? So it's not. I don't know if you're talking about polarity, but there's probably a phase switch on the back of your subwoofer. It switches the phase by 180 degrees. So basically, you want to make sure that the phase is aligned with the phase of your speakers. Now, some subwoofers have a really fine phase adjustment where you can adjust like in a circular motion. Rels, I use Rels. Rels only have 0 to 180 degrees, every 180 degrees. So basically what you do is you put on something that has steady bass, and you listen, and you basically listen for, you flip the switch back and forth, and you listen for which has both the stronger and kind of the more pointed bass. Because one will sound more thuddy and one will sound more like, and you listen for that and you select the one that's louder and more pointed, and that's how you set the phase on your subwoofer.
So, Michael, what about this reverse phase preamp that I'm farting around with here? Where
I don't know. What about it?
Have you ever heard of that before?
Nope.
This is a Jewel Electra. I've heard that.
I've heard of Jewel.
There's a Jewel Electra, and you have to reverse the cables on your speaker, black into red, red into black, to get, and it sounds interesting. It really does. All right.
Okay. Cool.
Just a little announcement, since Michael's here. This September, I forgot the exact dates. You can maybe tell me. It's a Pacific Audio Show in Seattle. Michael and his husband, who I haven't met, are going to be here. They're going to stay here. That Saturday night, we'll have a party here, like we did last time. But anyone coming to Seattle, you can't stay here, but it's a way to for meetup.
Yeah.
Except for
you can stay there if there's a U-Haul van outside.
Right.
Bring your own U-Haul. I have a parking
camp
pad.
outside. Camp outside.
There's plenty of room if you have your Winnebago to pull in. I don't really have a hookup for you, but you can pull in for the overnight.
You can crap in the backyard.
I'm gonna sell bootleg T-shirts in the driveway.
Exactly. That's fine. That's fine. Mazzy, shut the fuck up. T-shirts.
You should do T-shirts for it, Mazzy.
I would go, but it's going to cost me $2,000 to get there.
Why?
I can loan you 200.
There's no direct flights. I'm going to have to go from
LA to Seattle.
No. Oh, yeah, because I'm doing the I'm going to go
direct flight from LA to Seattle.
No, but I'm going to go to Salina first.
Oh, you have to change in Atlanta, Mazzy.
Yeah. I'm going to go to Salina, and then I'm going to get some barbecue. It's going to take me 2 days to get there.
What's the date? Do you remember the date, Michael?
11th through the 13th.
Yeah, it's the weekend of September 11th.
Jim, are you going to come up for that though?
I gotta get a ticket right away. Yeah.
Because I wasn't.
I'm going to try.
I can never go to. I can never go to
train.
Axpona because we're always so busy around that time. I can't take time off to. But I think September. I think I should be good. Yeah, I've wanted to go to Axpona. I've wanted to go to Capitol Audio Fest, and
I'm going to Capitol. I'm going to go to the Capitol Audio.
Are you going to the Vinyl Summit?
You know, I'm thinking about it. I need to check the calendar because the thing is, it's a 5-hour drive for me.
Yeah, see, I would do that if it was a 5-hour drive for me. I would do it.
Yeah, it's not a terrible drive. It's basically on the way to Kansas City.
My nephew can put you in a Learjet for about 15 grand. What? I'm sure that you can land a Lear in Salina. No. It's done.
Hey, Michael, what dates are you going up? Are you leaving Sunday?
I'm probably good because the show starts on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna leave like Thursday evening is my guess.
Yeah, you can stay here and
Thursday, leave on Sunday or Monday. The show is.
What is Sydney McKenzie talking about?
It's gonna depend entirely on how much leave I can get.
Yeah, I can pick you up at the airport like I did last time. You know, you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, it's 20 minutes to the airport.
Yeah, the ticket is cheap. A round trip ticket is cheap.
Yeah. And I think my guess
ride,
is
you mean?
My guess is the Absolute Sound will pay my press credentials. I would hope, or maybe.
Mazzy, did you get your Uber license yet?
You can get those free, Michael. For
Oh,
that.
okay.
I did not.
Cool. I don't know. I'm used to Axpona, but yeah.
No, we had a fun weekend.
It was. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well, you had to replace the deck afterwards, but that's okay.
The deck is all new now.
So, hey, I got a really rare record to show. Someone want to see a really rare record, and you might not know it, but someone chime up in the peanut gallery if you know this record.
Kojak and Beretta.
Nobody knows this.
Let me give you
Ironside.
Hold on.
Mason.
Hold on. Is it the soundtrack, like the theme songs?
Yeah, it's It's a one of those RCA orchestras. It's not the
now.
original themes.
Easy.
Okay, so here's the thing about this. This is a record. I did a lot of digging on this. I heard this record when I was in Singapore. It blew my mind. It's one of the best sounding records you'll ever hear in your life.
Now Rob's going to find one tomorrow.
Western audiophiles do not know about this record. Everyone in Asia, I went to a bunch of stores. I saw this on the shelf for like $300, $400. Like the audiophiles in Asia go crazy for this record. And I found one stateside for $80 because again, people in the US don't hunt this record, but you see them for sale in Japan. They sell, like, the cheapest I was able to find online for sale over there was like $200 US. So check this out. So look it up on you can look it up on Discogs. The serial number is JRS 9522. It's like cop show themes.
Yeah, we know the music.
Awesome.
But it is amazing sound. It sounds.
Who is the artist?
So I'm trying to remember the name of the orchestra because the whole liner is in Japanese. It's this was recorded in the 70s, I think 70s.
Did it come out?
Is it only
America?
available as a Japanese pressing?
Yes, it's only available as a Japanese pressing.
So okay, there was no American. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Richard Gold Orchestra.
It'd be cool if it had an Obi.
Yeah, it came out. It does have an Obi, but I wasn't trying to pay for a copy with an Obi. Yeah, this came out in 76.
So I'm gonna share. Someone ripped it onto YouTube, so I'm gonna share the link.
Yeah, I mean it's cool, like 70s TV show or like jazz orchestra funk music. It's not like super complex or anything, but it's just really good sounding.
Cool.
And then I also got this is a really cool record. I got it in the same order. This is a cool record called Silent Dialogue by Matsu Matsuda and Yuji Ono. And this is kind of like a jazz fusion record that kind of sounds futuristic. But this is the guy that anyone ever watch the show Lupin the Third?
Which show?
Lupin the Third. It was like a popular anime from like the 70s and 80s. I think it's basically about a private investigator. Yeah,
I've heard Joseph has watched it. He told me.
Yeah, they're very kind of jazzy, hyped up jazzy soundtrack sounding.
Yeah. So this guy Yuji Ono, this keyboardist, he composed all the music for that series. Kind of well known over there. This is such a cool record. It sounds like it came out in 78, I think. This sounds like what people thought the future would sound like in the late 70s. This is musically, so like the last one, yeah, someone's pointing out it's generic funk music. This one is generic funk music. It is very generic. It sounds amazing, but it's very generic. This is like musically amazing. This is a really musically rich record. And then I went to I was in Arizona this weekend, and I stopped by a record store I used to go to that was closing because he was losing his lease, and I got a bunch of classical records for $1.50. Like really good, like got this EMI pressing, Nielsen 5, some like nice UK Argos. I got like 12 of these for $20. So you do the math on that one, but just some nice Decas and EMIs. Rob knows these.
Yeah,
closing in Arizona.
It's Desert Island Records in Arizona. He's the whole strip center. Yeah, the whole strip center is being redeveloped. So he's looking for a new place. So he was selling a lot of his stuff. So
that's not Chandler, is it?
No. It's in Tucson.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's my favorite record store in Tucson.
Oh, I used to have that record.
The Meta Turandot is really cool.
Yeah.
This Schoenberg record is really neat.
That's like around 1973 or 2 or something.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite pressings of Four Seasons. Neville Mariner. And then I actually got some heat from him too. Some really good records. Let's see. There's a little bit more classical in here. This again was one of the $1.50 records. This on Surmay. It's not a blueback, but it's a edition 2 label, ED2. But then he also had some really good stuff on the wall and some stuff I found in the bins, like this audio. So I didn't pay $80 for this because everything was discounted. But this Audio Fidelity, Steve Hoffman, Kevin Gray, Kate Bush, The Sense of the World. Does anyone have this pressing?
I do.
You have the pressing of it. Do you like it?
I have that pressing, and I have the one they did for the pink one, the other album, the big one, Running Up the Hill.
Hounds of Love. I hear
Hounds of
people
Love.
didn't like their version of Hounds of Love.
It's
Is
pretty
that true?
good. I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah, this is an underrated Kate Bush record. And then what else we got? I got I just been kind of casually looking for this. I got a TML Dead Wax Toto 4.
That's a great sounding record.
Yeah, I only have the speakers corner. So
Is that the one with Africa?
yeah.
That's their biggest album. That's
Sounds
the
a
only
lot,
album,
right?
I got a master disc copy of Rush Power Windows. I know some people don't like this album, but I like it.
That's not.
And
Okay.
I don't know if anyone knows this record. This is Typhoon Lady. This is like a reissue of a pretty famous city pop album. It's just very funky. It's fun.
Hold on. Nothing against Michael with the city pop, but seems like Fluffy has abandoned jazz and moved to city pop.
I mean, there's a lot of really jazzy city pop. I mean, like you go like city pop is such a wide description of music because it just encompasses kind of like all the popular major label music in Japan from like, I don't know, 1975 to 1985. So you have city pop that sounds like bubblegum sugar synth pop, and then you have city pop that is like instrumental jazz.
Well, I could tell you that
kind of
most of it, when you were heavily trying to get me to listen to it, was very elevator music. But the last one I picked up based on your recommendation, that was a good
Toshiki Katamatsu. Yeah,
that one is very synthesizer. And I told Michael, it sounds like there's a riff in one of the songs that was lifted by that. What's that rap group? The Fab.
It was it. So it's I know what I looked it up. It's the one that Mariah Carey samples.
used for Honey.
It's that sample.
I prefer suburban pop.
Yeah, but they didn't actually sample it. They just made it sound like it.
Yeah. Hey, Harry.
And then I got this.
What do you call soda, Harry?
Pop.
Zubameta?
Yeah, this is a King Super Analog. I've had this on my want list for some time, and the store owner just came up to me. He's like,
"Here's my question for you, Michael, because I've sent you pictures of those pressings. How are those rated?
the King Super Analogs? I like them a lot. They're a little.
They originally put out those titles, or it's their reissue of those titles?
So it's King Super Analog was basically in partnership with Cisco Music. King Records was doing a series of Decca reissues. They got access to the original tapes.
Yeah.
And they're reissues of like classic Decca recordings, and they sound a little different. They're a little warmer. They're a little warmer and
analog.
They are analog. Yeah. Okay. No, these are from the 80s.
Michael, as a classical expert here this morning, what's your initial take on the appointment of Elam Chan and Daniel Harding for the San Francisco and LA music director symphonies?
I mean, they're young, up and coming conductors.
You know
that myself.
I've never played under them. I haven't really listened to much of what they've done. But I know they're respected in their fields.
LA is doing this whole press thing. I don't know if you saw it online. Instagram with Daniel Harding. They've taken around LA to In-N-Out Burger to show them all the LA sites.
Well, actually, here's my question, Michael.
I never even noticed until.
What did you not notice?
That there's a fucking sheep.
No, it's his big giant dog.
I know, but it does look like a sheep.
That dog is gigantic and scared of its own shadow. Hey, Michael. How many years ago did they announce the guy who conducts the LA Philharmonic was leaving? It seems like they announced it 10 years ago.
Yeah, but his actual departure wasn't until this season.
Right, but here's my question for you. So they announced it like 5 years ago or something. It seems like that. When do they announce his replacement? Like typically, not for just LA, for any big Philharmonic that's the conductor's leaving.
They find someone.
Well, yeah, it just depends because they have to sign a contract. I don't know. I mean, the season is going to start in the fall, so
but they're announcing it right now. But I wonder
last week.
I wonder how long they knew that this was the right person.
Well,
I don't-
probably
I
a
don't know.
while, but it's a while. It's set up ahead of time, and then they have a date that the rollout, like an album, new release.
No,
Or
I
a
understand.
tour.
Well, those symphonies are so reliant on the subscribers
Right.
to the thing. I wonder how that kind of politically works.
They're more so. Most symphonies are actually more reliant on steady donation.
Well, no,
Like
that, I mean, yeah, that
yeah,
too.
so it's kind of interesting when you look at, and it depends on the type of symphony, but a lot of symphonies are sustained. Like, you have your corporate sponsors and your like wealthy people in the city that donate a lot, like your philanthropists. But a lot of orchestras are primarily sustained by, there's a lot of people that have season tickets, and
Yeah.
then they wanna support the community, and they might give like $2,000 a year.
Hey, if Patrick,
That's what sustains orchestras, really.
if Patrick was here, Dan B, stop with the stupid questions, please.
Looks like America's getting Kennedy Center back too.
Cool.
Jim, is that dog
I don't know
2
what's gonna
feet
happen
tall
to
when
the-
he stands
to the-
on his hind legs?
Is he what?
Like 2 feet tall?
Yeah. Very fun. You know what? Perspective. Yeah. I'm going to make that
How is
call.
the LA Philharmonic rated as major philharmonics in the U.S.?
Ever since they kicked my brother out, they suck.
No, Michael, it's like the number one.
I'm sorry, Los
Philharmonic.
Angeles Philharmonic. I think it's still the highest paid orchestra in the country. Now
It's
you have to
paid.
factor in cost of living, but it's LA.
It's
LA
like the
now
Dodgers.
LA now is up there with the best of the best. I mean, Boston, New York, Cleveland. There was a time when that wasn't true. There was a time when LA was like a young, scrappy upstart, but that hasn't been that way for 20 years. I really like the orchestra. Honestly, I liked the orchestra when Esa-Pekka Salonen was there, which is who San Francisco hired. And then there was a fallout between him and the management over the direction and the artistic
Yeah, that
direction.
didn't last. That was like
Much as that's exactly what happened with Andres Nelson in Boston. So the Boston Symphony Orchestra, all the musicians wanted Andres Nelson there. They were like so happy. He's probably one of the best conductors in the world right now. And they were like, this is the golden age of our orchestra is under Nelson's. And I guess he had a falling out with the board. The board fired him, and the musicians are pissed. And they're still like trying to raise awareness and support to see if the board will rehire their previous conductor.
we used to see MTT a lot because for about 4 years, we did all the PR photo stuff for Michael Tilson Thomas and the San Francisco Symphony and stuff. So we'd get tickets for all those. That was about it. So I did see the Metallica when Metallica did the San Francisco Symphony thing.
That would have been cool.
Although I don't think MTT did that. I think that was Michael.
No, he
Williams,
didn't.
right?
It was at the he didn't conduct it.
Can I please ask Jack to stop interrupting when people are trying to talk?
Well, I'll try. I'll try. I got some records I could show if anybody's interested, but
Sure.
All right,
Bring them on.
What'd you
here's your
get?
chance to shine.
well, the big one,
Oh,
this Grateful Dead box.
Nice.
I have the
this thing-
CD version of that.
So I missed the CD version when it came out. But these things are just fucking excellent. 10 LPs of great Chris Bellman cut. So these were recorded over 5 nights at Winterland in October of '74. And of those 5 nights, I was at 3 of them,
Nice.
which I remember quite well.
How many times did they do Dark Star?
I think they did it twice or 3 times. I don't know. I got the book. I could look it up. But so on this recording, so I was there on the 1st, middle, and 5th. And on this recording, they're like the least. There's more of the 2nd and 4th. So
Those
it's
are
great.
cool jackets, though.
And the last, yeah, every jacket is cool.
Huh.
And the last two, which, nope, this is one more. Then the last two are when Mickey Hart came back. And you know, he had been out of the band since he left in 71.
Since his father stole their money.
Because
Right.
his father stole all their money, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the song "He's Gone," which many people, that's the last one. Nice shot of the Wall of Sound. I got to see the Wall of Sound 5 times, and it was amazing.
Wow.
I saw the Cow Palace one. Well, yeah.
Yeah, the Cow Palace one. A month before the Cow Palace, they did it at Winterland, which was kind of like a warm-up show. It
I didn't
wasn't
see
really
that one.
announced.
Yeah.
And then they did the Cow Palace, then they did the tour, and then the 5 nights in October were the last time they did it. Then they took 2 years off to make the movie, basically. But so the other day I went and got 22 $2 classical records, but they were only $1.50 when you get over 10, you know, when you buy $2 records. But they're all over the place if you want to.
When did that come out?
This Grateful Dead box just came out. It's available now. These are a bunch of stuff I haven't listened to yet, but there's one punk record that I found. I haven't listened to it yet, but it's The Thing That Ate Floyd.
I don't know.
And this thing is
nice.
Gilman Grill. Not Gilman Grill. That's 924 Gilman Club, which is a Berkeley.
Oh yeah,
That's
Yeah.
where the
Well-
Green Day started.
there's a Green
Yeah.
Day, Operation Ivy, and
Right.
all ages punk club.
So this thing has got, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got all these damn songs on it. And, you know, I haven't listened to it yet because I got to be in the mood to listen to punk music.
Are they live shows?
No, these are all their singles or shit, I think.
Oh, got it.
It was to benefit, all profits go to 924 Gilman. Unpromoted.
So Green Day's
Foundation
on
for
there. And,
Encouragement.
yeah.
No, Green Day isn't on here.
They're
These
not.
are, let's see, the Skin Flutes, East Bay Mud, Corrupted Morals, Neighborhood Watch, Tommy Rot, Cringer, Boo Hiss, Eyeball, Isocracy. That's just the first side. There's 4
Yeah.
sides.
See, all the good
Gilman has
band
a-
names have been used.
Gilman has a rule that they only host independent artists, and so like once you're signed to a record label, you can't play there anymore.
Right.
And so like, you know, you're gonna look at that compilation, and so whoever they could get for that compilation isn't gonna be someone that was at least famous at that time. It might be famous later, but
When did that comp come out?
Well-
When did that comp come out?
88.
Yeah, so maybe.
oh yeah, that was even
The
before.
original.
So
the
that was
original
before.
tape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I thought.
So the 924 Gilman is like in the neighborhood I worked at. So I drove by it all the time and I was aware of it since it opened, but it didn't really, you know, I was a lot older than the kids that were playing there and stuff. And I'd never gone until the Psychotic Pineapple played their reunion concerts like in,
I didn't go a lot. I probably went there a dozen times.
I think I've been there a couple of times and both, but
Yeah.
When I go to punk shows, I don't go to that many punk shows anymore. But when I go to punk shows now, I definitely feel like grandpa. It's like I saw this past fall, I saw Turnstile play in Denver, and I was just like, man, everyone here is like between the ages of 16 and 20.
Yeah.
I felt very old and uncool.
Imagine what I felt like. I mean, that's the beauty of that place. It was an all ages place. That's what's great about it, because there's something in the East Bay in Berkeley for, you know, kids and young people to go to. I went a few times at the last few times were in the probably early 2000s when my son's friend and had friends in bands.
right.
And in fact, one of the son and daughter of the Rosenbergs, I think is his name. He was in Crime, the band Crime, the punk band from the 70s. Yeah. And so his daughter, they were in a show called something in the Crawfish, or I forgot her name. And they played there. So we used to go. And it was all my, you know, Joe was 14, 15. And so we used to go to the shows there. It was great to seeing all the students from School of the Arts, Soto, with all those bands.
That's a really good recording.
This one is
Yeah,
great.
I don't know how the sound is. I haven't listened to it a long time, but it is a nice recording. Speakers Corner did that record, and I think I have the Speakers Corner.
I think this might be an early reissue from Phillips, but it's, I don't know.
Yeah, they did it. There's so many pressings of that album.
When I go to the record store, which I don't do very often anymore, but I went last Friday and Saturday both, and go in and try and put them on Discogs before I,
Do you go to Down Home mostly?
that's the one I went to Saturday.
That's where you got all the classical.
That's where I got all the classical, because at Down Home, they're $2 records there.
Yeah.
If you go over 10, they're $1.50. And I ended up with 22 at $1.50.
That was a cool store. You turned me on to that one.
Yeah, that's a great store.
That was Chris Strockwitz from our Hooley, his store.
Right. And they're repainting the mural. They're going to have a great big party next weekend.
Oh, that's right.
They're celebrating. And they have, so on Saturday, they have repaved the parking lot. It's really nice.
So they got money. They got the building set up and secured.
I think they're painting a mural. They're repainting the mural on the side of the building.
Oh, good.
And they're having this big party on next Saturday with Cajun foods and bands and stuff, kind of free, which is great.
They used to have that every year. The Chris Strockwitz. I went to about 3 of them over the years, and they had Soleil used to play a lot of Cajun. Queen Ida,
Clifton Chenier.
Yeah.
So they're still happening.
Yeah.
And I'm still buying records from them.
Great store.
Although I did on Friday, I went out to Up the Creek and I saw Record Collector News. I got my new copy of Record Collector News.
Nice.
So your cat has somewhere to shit now.
Who's on the next cover, Jim?
Or Parakeet. I'm working on it. You're not going to believe it, but it's nobody you've ever heard of.
Is Chad on the cover?
I tried to get for the next cover, Harry, was Lou Fay.
Who?
Leve. I tried to get her for the next cover.
Hey,
They blew us off.
people are asking questions right now, so I just want to answer them. That's stupid. This guy's an idiot and moron.
This is my next cover.
Scotty, I don't even know yet. I have a lot to do. I'm going back for a wedding, so I have a lot to do.
I have a question for
Rob. You're getting married
here. I have a question for people on here and people in the peanut gallery. I'm going to London tonight. Does anyone have any recommendations for a record store I should go to in London? I know the stuff in downtown is very touristy and overpriced. I have the ability to take public transit and get out a little bit. I'd love to find a place that has just like great classical, inexpensive, everyday decos and EMIs and stuff like that. That would be cool.
I'm trying to think who would reach out to?
Someone either text me or message me on Instagram.
If you're looking for rock stuff, one of my favorite in Portobello, where the main thing is when they open, there's stalls, and I forget exactly where it was. Down on the left, there's a guy that has a stall in front, and his daughter has the record store in back. And in my London video, there's a picture of that. And I've told 2 or 3 people, and that's where I got my White Album top loader mono, and I got a few other things, but wouldn't be for classical. But I like that. There was no name for it.
Oh, hold on right now. Unfortunately, the only moron here who can help him is this one. Can you help Michael out, Rich?
Yeah, I was thinking of going to I forget that neighborhood on the east side of London. There's a place called Flashback that I think I bought from on Discogs before. Is it on Essex Road? Where is it? It's kind of near downtownish. It's off in what's that neighborhood?
That's a good one, Dana.
It is good. It's let's see.
a little record shop. Yeah, it's
So there's a guy on the Audiophilia live streams all the time from London, and he picks up great classical records at some charity shop. So
yeah. I mean, I know the charity, but that's kind of like
he
that's
wants to
shooting
go
fish in a
into
barrel.
a real store that sells.
Okay, this is the guy. Hold on a second. If you see this guy on the left, hold on. Seriously, this was almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably looks different now.
No, but his daughter has a place in the back.
So what did you caught me here, and what did you offer me? You had said that you had in the
Shoreditch.
back.
That's the neighborhood I'm thinking of. Shoreditch.
What was it? White album. The white, but not just any white album. Which white album? The Mono British First Press Top Loader. You don't have to say the price because I'm not going to tell anybody. But
is his daughter wear a headband, Mazzy?
There we go. Okay, there we go.
Mazzy?
So
Does the daughter wear a headband?
His daughter wasn't. Unfortunately, the daughter part in the back was closed, but he went back and got a few records for me out of the back. But you walk down the hill on the left. I mean, there's not going to be many people selling records there. Yeah.
I think the Fantasy Roundabout guy, I think he did I don't think his videos were London. I'm only going to London. I'm also going to Edinburgh.
How long are you there for?
Edinburgh.
I'm doing a couple days in London, then we're going to Paris, and then back to London, and then up to Edinburgh, and then we're flying out of London. So
Michael, have you talked to Mike at the In Groove? Because he just did a whole thing about
I
it.
texted him. He never texted me back.
I don't think he got a chance to go to a bunch of them because of his girlfriend in terms of.
I know he went to a few.
Yeah.
It'd be great to hear from him.
He wasn't
he
impressed.
He probably knows the spots.
Rob is going on a red eye tonight, so I'm going to sub on my channel tomorrow morning, same time. So if you feel like hanging out tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, I'll do a live. So come on up.
If you want to see a really lame version of this stream,
Yeah, I'm not as good as you, Rob. I'm not a professional, so.
The nice thing though, when yours is Mazzy clothing optional, right? Tomorrow.
Yeah,
I was in Edinburgh as a little boy. We had a tour guide with.
I'm gonna have Chad and Fremer on tomorrow, and I'm gonna have Mike in Groove, and we're gonna have.
I've missed all this bullshit. I've been touching so much grass.
You're lucky. It's silly. It's stupid, silly shit.
Well, hold on. We have 3 minutes left. Michael, what is your take on these lacquer that company putting out the whatever?
Oh, I mean, it's the same position I had a couple years ago. I would not buy a lacquer. It's not for me. Have you ever heard one of these? I've heard rips of lacquers.
So how many times can you play these?
I don't know. I've never owned one. I mean, it would be easier to answer if I've owned them and had experience with them.
Because that Gets Gilberto is probably one of my top 5 favorite albums, and I want to play this just to see what it sounds like.
Play it once. I mean, it's not going to hurt it.
But I will say one cool thing I'll clue everyone in, and I can't say what it is yet. I can't say what I'm working on. I'm producing a record. And it's already been cut. Dave McNair at Dave McNair Mastering cut it, and it's getting pressed by Gotta Groove. Gotta Groove is already in the plating process, and it's something special. And most of the people here will probably end up with a copy. But yeah.
There's going to be record store day release.
You're talking about Gravy Train. You know the drill, don't you?
Can you say the genre, Michael?
Big band jazz. Yeah, I can't reveal it yet, but there will be a big announcement, and yeah, it'll be fun.
Harry James or Benny Goodman?
Have government military funds gone into this making of this?
I can't answer that. Not yet.
Have you ever heard my Sinatra impression?
Yes, and we don't need to hear it.
No, Sinatra coughing up a hairball.
Yeah. Your repertoire is very low, Jim. The chances that you repeat yourself are very high.
It's been a while.
I should say I didn't actually produce the record. I didn't produce the recording itself. I'm producing the vinyl version. I'll say that.
Very cool.
So, have you ever heard the Marine Band version of Rite of Spring?
I've heard a lot of Marine Band recordings. I don't Maybe. I've heard their Respighi series.
It's
Have
not
you ever-
Marine Band, the harmonica Marine
Yeah.
Band, is
I
it?
was going to say,
No, so
Have you
the
ever
President's
played the
Own
Marine
Marine
Band
Band. That
harmonica?
is the President's Own Marine Band. You know, I love all of our military bands. The President's Own Marine Band is probably the best wind ensemble in the world. That is the one to beat. They're amazing. You know, those guys don't even have to go to boot camp because they're not going to get world-class musicians
Right
to
now.
go to.
Michael,
Wow.
were you asked to step up and fill in for the 250th anniversary?
I am playing. I'm playing a bunch of America 250 stuff. We're doing a residency at Rushmore. If you are around Mount Rushmore the week of 4th of July, come see us. We are playing, I think, for 4 nights in and around at Rushmore and Rapid City. I know on July 3rd, I think we're doing something for the president. I don't know all the details yet, but the president will be there. So probably it's going to be impossible to get in that day. But yeah, the other days they'll be open to the public. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you know.
I know
It
you
is what it
can't
is.
comment. I know.
One last question. Mark has a question for Michael.
I don't know. I've never done this before. So I'm the guy responsible for turning it into a vinyl version. That was my job.
All right. So we've hit up past our 2-hour mark. Everyone, if you're bored shitless tomorrow, tune into Mazzy. He's going to live stream.
Are you back on Thursday?
I don't know yet. Most likely, yes. But it's a short, for me, it's a short visit. I'm mainly going back for a wedding. So
Well, I hope you get the bouquet when they throw the bridesmaids bouquet out.
Yeah, well, you're very nice. But I have to go visit my mom. I have a lot of stuff I want to do in this short period of time. So
You're having
Right.
plastic surgery done where?
I wanted well, yeah, okay. I'm going back to Walter Reed. I'm gonna have I'm so tall, I'm donating some of my height to Jim.
Penis implant.
He's having
No,
his
well, on that
Harry,
note.
Harry,
So Mazzy,
and
what are you doing on your stream tomorrow?
Harry, it took no medical
Yeah.
value.
You're going to be traveling, right?
Yeah.
Michael,
I
have
don't
you
know.
ever spent time with
It's a
quad
day to
speakers?
hang out to have coffee, you know.
You know what's funny? That record store that's closing at Desert Island Records had a box with the box pair of quad ESLs.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know what he was selling them for. I think they're from like maybe the 2000s or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, he had them there. He's like, you want those? I'm like, I don't need speakers right now, but
I've got these quads in here. I've never heard them before. They're pretty interesting.
Okay. Tune in to Mazzy tomorrow. Everyone have a good rest of your week. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.